Hello, everybody. How are we all doing? It is Aston Villa in the FA Cup this evening against West Ham United. We'll go into absolutely everything, the lineup, them as well. I mean, they've got a new manager. There's a lot to talk about. So, yeah, I'm just trying to get everything ready. I was a little bit late today, and I apologise for that. As the game is actually about to kick off fairly shortly. But yeah, it's Aston Villa, West Ham United. Very excited. Very excited. Very nervous. As well. I will put it this way. A certain someone is in goal, and I'm not too thrilled about it. But how are we all doing? What is good? Hello, one and all. I'm just trying to get to the channel now, and I'll read my comments and all that good stuff. We're about to be underway. Aston Villa's 150-year anniversary. Hopefully it goes well. That's all I'm saying. Because I am concerned. I am worried. I need to... Actually, I don't need my headset. Villa in the all-black kit today. To commemorate the anniversary. West Ham also deciding to not use Claret Blue. So both teams who play Claret Blue, one of them isn't using it. It could have been the first time, actually. Another team wears Claret Blue at Villa for a very long time. So... that would have been very interesting. But hello to everyone on TikTok as well. I'm live on both YouTube and TikTok. As always, I'm a bit of a mess today. Like I said, I was very late getting ready. Hopped out of the shower 10 minutes ago. So, yeah, I'm here barely. I'm live. And hopefully I can see Villa go through to the next round of the FA Cup this evening. Like I said, hello to everyone. In goal for Aston Villa is Robin Olsen. Not Martinez, it is Robin Olsen. You can see it. And already we've seen a West Ham shot just going wide by Lucas Paquetá. That could have gone bloody anywhere. Bloody hell. Hello to you, Murad, as he says. Dortmund were losing 2-0, weren't they? They have just got a goal back. Right, so in goal for Villa, like I said, Olsen, unfortunately. I disagree heavily with that decision, but whatever, he is in goal. Back four of Matson, captain Tyrone Mings today, Ezri Konza, Matty Cash. Midfield pivot of Boubacar Kamara and Yuri Tielemans, with Leon Bailey, Ross Barkley, Morgan Rogers, and then Ollie Watkins up front. For West Ham United, and their new manager Graham Potter's only been there a day. He's had one training session with them. Fabianski in goal, Scarles, Kilman, Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka as their back four. Alvarez, Souček, pivot. Somerville on the left, Kudus on the right, Paquetá behind the lamppost that is Nicholas Fulkrug. I think it's a strong team. They made a lot of signings in the summer. We saw that on the opening day, where John Duran got the winner. We got no Duran today, though. Hello to Marty, as he says, you need to smash West Ham. Well, it's not going to be easy, mate. We've got new manager bounce today, unfortunately, and then we've got Everton as well, who've sacked their manager. So it's going to be back-to-back games against a team with a new manager, which is just not fun. I just don't enjoy that at all. Well, score prediction, that's a very good question. I'll get into that. Because it's the anniversary, and the club has a good feel factor for it today, but we do have Olsen in goal. So I'm going to have to tone down what I'm going to say here. I think 2-1 Villa. There's no way on earth we get a clean sheet. No way we get a clean sheet with Olsen in goal. I think it'll be a miracle to go through it at times with that keeper. They're going to be up for it. Like I said, they've got over 5,500 away fans who've gone today. New manager, and we've got, unfortunately, a not very good goalkeeper. Oh my god, I'm so worried about today. This could go this could go very badly, which is what I'm really worried about. Long ball towards Ollie Watkins, good cushion header away. Villa will get a throw in. It's a conceded header. I don't think you needed to put that out of play, but it's safety first from West Ham. The black kit is wonderful, yeah, it really is. Very nice touch. 150-year Villa anniversary. And it would be heartbreaking to lose in that kind of kit. I can't lie. And I think it was a nice touch as well. West Ham didn't play in Claret. because they could have, I suppose. Pinos, I think Somerville's a top player. I wanted Somerville when he was at Leeds United, so I think he's a real good, useful talent. Him and Nonto, I always liked him when they were in when they were doing very well. Nonto, when they were in the Premier League, I thought was very, very useful. Watched him at the Villa. I thought he was brilliant at Villa Park. There's a few players that West Ham have bought I thought are decent. I think Fulkrug in the Euros had an unbelievable tournament. It was a shame his team went out, but I think if Fulkrug started more games, Germany probably would have won it. But they decided to play the German giraffe up front. He just thought, I'm an Aston Villa supporter. This is Villa's badge from last year. It's Villa's kit from last year. And this is Villa pillow. I don't know if you see. Oh, you don't see it on the TikTok. But there you go. Up the fucking Villa. Are those for my TikTok viewers? I forget they can't see that. On YouTube, we have a much wider view. It's 3-1. Dortmund getting smacked. I get asked the question every game, and every game I say the same thing. I show the game, I get banned. So it's on ITV. It's literally on ITV. Go and turn your TV on, you bozo. It's literally on the TV. You have zero excuse. Mr. Blaze says up the Villa. Mate, I have anyone. I'm not like one of those where it's like only Villa, only this club. This is a football community. As long as you don't say anything, that's just like pointless. If you're not going to say if you're just going to say Villa are shit, meh, and then don't offer any other opinion, just spam Villa are shit, you're probably not going to go anywhere with that. But a lot of my followers are from all round. It's not just Villa. Some accounts maybe are more catered to like a specific team, but I support Villa. I talk about Villa. That doesn't mean all my fan base is Villa, you know? Oh my god. I had a shower and my hair is all over the place. I didn't have time. I didn't have time to do anything. I got I got out of the shower like just before I went live. Oh my god. No time to blow dry, no time to do anything, bro. How you doing, Gavs? What's good, bro? He says, yo, AJ. What's good, mate? And Lyditech says, I'm just here to enjoy Murad's tears. It's great. It is. How shit are Dortmund, by the way? Holy shit. At home, getting spanked. And on TikTok, KRJK said, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm a bit nervous today. I did briefly mention it. But Olsen in goal terrifies me. I'm sorry, but like, if there's any West Ham fan here, I think I've literally just had one join. Any West Ham fan here, get all the confidence you need, right? We've got Olsen is one of the worst backup keepers in the whole league, right? I literally cannot understate how bad he is. So there's your confidence for this game. Honestly, it could be a Paquetá shot from 35 yards, and I'm shitting bricks, man. So if there's any that, you want a manager bounce with Graham Potter, you want Olsen in goal and you got it. So that's just what I'm really nervous about, essentially. But I hope you enjoy the game regardless. I hope the winner of today is the deserved winner. I will say that. Even if that's West Ham and if Villa deserve to lose, I'll hold my hand up at least and say, yeah, we didn't deserve to get a result. I just want a good game. I want a game where Olsen doesn't disappoint me. That might be too much. Hey, doing Erica, as she says, not too confident. I mean, there is a feel-good factor around the club with the whole anniversary thing, but I just think the lineup has just kind of dented that a little bit. Why have we've rested a keeper? There is no need. We have not won the FA Cup since the 50s, right? We haven't won a major trophy since 96, and we're resting goalkeepers, man. We've lost. This is a stat you can look up, by the way. Oh, Watkins has actually missed a huge chance there. We've lost our last 6 FA Cup games at home. Our FA Cup record at home is dismal recently. Please, can it not continue today? That would be amazing. Even last year, we beat Middlesbrough United. It was away, and we lost to Chelsea at home. Right? So even when we got a little bit of joy last year, it was taken away literally the very next round. Oh, here's Somerville for West Ham. 9 minutes in. Somerville. What a ball. Goal. Fuck's sake. 1-0 West Ham. Paquetá. I knew it, bruv. I knew it. I fucking knew it. This club, man. I hate this. It's honestly, sometimes. Why is Olsen in goal? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we do this to ourselves, man? There is no need, bruv. What that defending is atrocious. That's not on all on Olsen, to be fair. Look, I will have my agenda, right? Oh, I wish it was 1-0. It's 1-0 to West Ham. Paquetá, as I literally said, 35 yard. He scored a goal inside 8 yards. God's sake, man. The marking is dismal. Why is Barkley? Kamara's having to cover 2 players, right? Where's Barkley? Where is Barkley? Why is he fucked off? And the shot goes through Konza and Olsen doesn't dive. Where's Barkley gone? Kamara covers 1. The pass goes to Paquetá, who's completely free. Where's Barkley? Why is he all the way up the field? This club kills me, man. Honestly. Why do we do this to ourselves, man? It's on the defending this season is dismal. It's on ITV, mate. It's on ITV. It's a good finish, right? It's a good pass, good counter attack from West Ham. Dismal defending. Dismal defending. At the same time, like, we kind of realised too late that only Kamara's there to cover 1 player. Barkley is all the way up the pitch. So in that time, someone needed to realise, okay, we need to do something here, otherwise they're going to score. Konza tries to close down Paquetá, but it's too late and the shot goes through his legs. Oh, fuck's sake, man. I just knew it. I can't believe this, man. Well, we've given West Ham the Doug Ellis, I think, because they're not behind the goal. And yeah. So it's not your typical cup away end. We like to give them the North Stand for some reason in most away ends in the cup. We've not done it tonight, which is nice. I think this is where they should be. I don't like them behind the goal. I've never liked away fans behind the goal. I think it helps the away team. We're so shit sometimes, man. I'm sick to death, man. Defending this season has been so dire. Honestly. Yeah. I've had a few West Ham fans go, don't worry. Honestly, this season, defending has been atrocious. Absolutely fucking atrocious. I'm so sick of it, man. I'm so sick of it. And we got that donkey in goal. But we have a corner here. We have a corner. The game's on ITV, guys. It's literally free on ITV. Literally free on ITV. Guys, I am live on YouTube and TikTok. AJS TV. Feel free to go on both platforms. If you want to help support me, if you want. If you're on TikTok, double tap the screen. All that good stuff. Corner to Villa. In swinger. Header away. We're not going to score a set piece. Their average height is like 6'7". We're not scoring a set piece. I know we have a good set piece coach at Villa. We're not scoring against West Ham. They're massive. Oh, Fulkrug. Fulkrug has just asked for a substitute here. He's out himself. He's straight away indicated for a sub. What's gone on here with Fulkrug? Here Rod says, Olsen, how long do you have to keep scoring? He doesn't even dive for the shot, bruv. He doesn't even dive. He just stands there. Look, the defending's dire, right? Barkley's literally jogging on the halfway line, right? When it's his man, right? He's in the pivot. It's his man. He has to come back with Kamara there, right? I've got his fucking name. Kamara. I'm that rattled. I'm saying names wrong. Kamara's there to track back, right? He's got 1 player covered. It's the other man who's free. Everybody loses to Chelsea. I mean, mate, Chelsea are shit. Winless in 4. You got what happened to title race? What happened to title race, eh? And do I think the UCL is affecting this, or is there? I don't honestly. I think the Champions League. We always seem to have the hangover from the Champions League. I agree with that. I just think defensively we've been a lot poorer this year. I don't think that's a system thing because it's like this is basic defending. It's a cutback. A cutback in football is as basic as you're gonna get. No matter what system you're playing, right? You're gonna have to deal with that. It's gonna have to happen, right? How are we getting done on the break is ridiculous. And a simple cutback. No player should be completely free, like 8 yards out, ever. Ever. Former Villa man Danny Ings is gonna come on. Oh, that's all we need. An Ings dagger at the hole. That's all we need now. Give me strength. Give me strength. Yeah, mate, Morris, it's on ITV. I'll have to scream this at people. It is on ITV. You can watch it for free. You're probably in the UK. You can watch it for free. You can watch it on your phone, bro. Holy shit, I'm sick to death. I have to explain this, man. Christ. Maybe people are just used to it being on TNT Sport, whatever. It is on a free channel, blood. Free channel. As a Newcastle fan, I'm not complaining, but keep Villa away from top. I'm not complaining. Keep Villa away from top 5. But I'm sure. What have you got against Villa being top 5? I'd rather a team like Villa, Newcastle, Everton, West Ham, a team like that in Europe than any of the traditional Big Six. You know. I'd rather that because I fucking hate the Big Six. Also, Big Six, by the way, where Tottenham have won fuck all. That's great. I've never understood it. It's all about money. Tottenham make a lot of money, but they've won fuck all. City were nothing without money. Everton historically are a massive club. You look how many trophies Everton have won, yeah? Historically massive. They were bigger than Chelsea before Chelsea got their takeover. West Ham Stadium is shit. It's just not a football ground. It's not a football ground. It's not, bro. Upton Park, that's a football ground. That's a football ground, bruv. It's honestly, the bowling ground will always seem a bit soulless because that's not what West Ham's about, bruv. It's not what West Ham is about. The London Stadium it's a bigger ground, it's good for revenue. The heart's not there, man. Yeah, Upton Park. That's literally the heart of West Ham. Right? That's why I want a Villa. I never want Villa to move away from Villa Park. Oh, Rodgers has been dispossessed. It's another cutback, this time block. So we're learning lessons. Tad late, guys, but we are learning lessons. Cross deflected from Kamara. Cushion header by Barkley. Come on, West Ham. I'm a Newcastle fan, but I want West Ham to win. Sorry, bro. I don't know why Newcastle fans care about Villa. I really don't. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're giving the ball away again. This is a cup game as well. It's not even league. If it was league, maybe I'd understand. If it's because we relegated you in 2009, then that's just shameless. I can't lie. I still see to this day, right, Newcastle fans are still pissed off that in 2009 Villa relegated them at Villa Park, right? But like, come on, man. It's been enough time. It's been enough time. London Stadium doesn't have a pub around it for 2 months. It's mental, mate. It's anti-football. It's literally anti-football. We can play a pass the bare minimum age. Yeah, we can do a 5-yard pass. Woo. RG, pal, I will react in any way I want. If you don't want to watch, feel free. Don't have to watch it, pal. I'm not going to change how I am just because of you. Bedwars can't be asked for the game, to be honest. I'd love a cup run. We ain't got the depth. Bruv, this club, man. This club, man. Honestly. I did, yeah. And that was still a better performance than what I've seen from Villa today. Do you see Villa? I think Villa will do well in the Well, look, we already have done well in the Champions League, but I want us to obviously continue to do well. Who's getting relegated? Who relegated? No, we relegated Newcastle in 2009. We got relegated by Man United in 2016. That's a memory I didn't want to have to go down. I remember only one Villa player cried that day as well. It was fucking Ashley Westwood. How you doing, Jack? He says, up the Villa. What have you made of today so far? Because I think it's been really poor. Which I hate to say that because it's such an amazing kind of day. With anniversary and like the whole feel of the club today was really good. Then I see Olsen's in goal. That kind of puts me in a bit of a. I don't want to say it puts me in a bad mood, but it makes me less optimistic. And then defending has been dire. A simple cutback. Like not picking up players in the box. Man. I love this club, which is why it hurts sometimes. When we make like such silly mistakes at the back. Tim Sherwood in 2016, dear. I'd rather not think about that time, to be honest. Villa have peaked. Okay. Oh man. I miss the days of teams like Sunderland in the Premier League. Sunderland, Portsmouth. I miss it, man. Massive club, Sunderland. Injury to Ross Barkley is interesting, as he's gone down off the ball here, which is just what we need. More squad issues once again. You shouldn't be. I have Virgin Media, which is very good. You shouldn't be a whole minute behind. If you're on, I know for a fact Sky Glass has latency issues. And there could be other things affecting your latency, but I don't know why you're behind. All I know is Virgin Media is very good. I've always been a huge fan. I will I will promote Virgin Media for free. It's very good. I've never had any issues with anything related to them. I don't anymore. No, I don't anymore. I used to. I fucked it off. Gigabit internet. It's cheaper. It's amazing. Maisie said the game's interesting. The game's been shit. Is how I would put it. I'm going to see how Villa fans feel online. To me, it was Barkley's fault. It's his man. We have a pivot. We have two central midfielders. You could say a holding midfielder and a box-to-box, but two players who have to help defend. One of them did with Kamara, and Barkley is literally stood on a halfway line, while his man is completely free and scores. Olsen doesn't dive for the shot as well. Just to sum it up, Olsen don't even dive. Amadou and Nana's on. Come on, Amadou! Should have been starting anyway, but whatever. It's just classic Villa, innit? It's classic Villa on our anniversary to get beat. It's honestly this club. It's not classic Villa if we win this kind of game. Yeah, mate, we are cursed. We are cursed. It was Lucas Paquetá scored. It's a good finish. It's a good finish. Think we'll come back. Look, there's always time, right? And I don't want to be negative Nancy on here all the time. But from what I've seen, it's been 23 minutes. We've yet to have a shot in the game. We've yet to get going in the game. We've put the ball out of play 2 or 3 times under very little pressure. Morgan Rogers, who's usually very good, got dispossessed in our own final third. So I'm not been too pleased. But we're holding the ball well right now. And hopefully we can do something. Because Jesus Christ. Remember when Dwight York played for Villa? I remember when we gave Dwight York a career and he decided to go to Man United. Even though without Villa he would have had nothing, but whatever. Bailey. Dispossessed. That summed up his season. That's literally summed up his season. Oh no, Bailey's gone down injured. Are you taking the piss? Oh, it's okay. It's hit on the head. He's gone down because he's got a hit on the head. It's not an ankle injury. It's not a leg injury. He's got a hit on the head. I thought he said he's gone down, and I've expected like him to be holding his ankle, and we've got another injury. I don't even think he hits his head. I don't see any contact with his head. What is going on? We've been really poor from so far today. We've been really poor. Tony, my friend, you don't have to watch the live stream, you know? I'll give you a little mute. I'll put you in timeout. So you can have a little time alone with your thoughts. I don't get why people are so negative on a live, right? Maisie, thank you very much for the 17 roses, by the way. Thank you very much. I don't know why people are negative on live streams and say weird things. If you don't like someone, you don't have to watch them. It's a crazy idea. But you don't actually have to watch them. And you're actually funding. You help pay them, essentially. So if you want to hate on someone, don't watch their stuff. My hair's terrible. I came out the shower. So my hair I need a haircut. I need my hair to dry. And I need it comb. But I had no time. So it's all over the place. I appreciate all the follows and stuff, guys. If you haven't already, please double tap the live. That'd be great. Losing to Potter. He's a good manager, man. He's a good manager. I wouldn't diss Graham Potter. I thought he was actually very good at Chelsea and wasn't given the time. I thought they were more patient with Pochettino when they were under a worse period. So I wouldn't say that. Why are we so shit then, says Villa fan? Defensively, dismal. We need defenders. This is why I made a whole video on Daniel Mallon, right? And I know a lot of Villa fans had their opinion on me saying what I said about Mallon. But our backline is dismal. Let's invest in that. The goals are not the problem for us, right? Duran scores goals for fun. Ollie, in a bad season, Ollie's still doing well. Yeah, maybe we need more output from wingers. But I feel like our backline's shocking. It's shocking, bruv. I'm sick to death, man. Am I the only one who sees this? We're dismal at the back. Apparently Carlos is speaking to Galatasaray as well. Or I think it's a Turkish team at the very least. It could be Fenerbahce. I can't lie, but I know he's talking to someone. So he might be going. We need defenders. We need defenders. I'm saying I'm shocked, but I'm not. We've been poor. Yeah, we have been poor so far, yeah. Nearly half an hour in. We're nearly a third the way through. And it's just been all West Ham. This has been the perfect... Honestly, if Graham Potter had a wet dream about tonight, it wouldn't have gone better than this. This has been perfect for them. They've had a lot of the ball. They've completely dominated us in a lot of positions. They're the only team to have any at least half chance towards goal. And they have a goal. I don't think Potter could have imagined a better start. Corner to West Ham. Where is Olsen going? And they've lashed it wide. What? Where was Olsen going from there? He's just gone towards the ball and missed it. What happened here? Where's he going? He starts to move towards the ball. And then doesn't even go for it. So he's out. He's literally in no man's land because he's gone towards the ball. And then thankfully they slice it wide. What are we doing? Genuinely, what are we doing? Oh, my life, man. I don't get this. He's so bad. He just doesn't give defenders confidence. And even if you don't play bad on the field, look, his reputation, everyone knows he's not as good, right? So you're going to have less confidence in your keeper. You might make more mistakes. It's a lot of football's a mentality thing, man. Oh. Get the R9 Cup, we win the FA Cup. You're funny. Rodgers is a top class player. He's a top class player. He's done very well for Villa this season. Honestly, that lad has a very bright future ahead of him. I've seen him command players like Thomas Partey and Declan Rice. He's had them on leashes in midfield for Aston Villa. You can't be a bad player if you've got Declan Rice on his knees multiple times in a game. He rolled Phil Foden against Man City as well, sent him flying. I'd say sent Kyle Walker flying, but he's also not had a good season, so I suppose many people have done that to Kyle Walker. Maatsen for Villa does well. Does win a corner for Villa. That's probably the most positive I can say about Villa so far. Maatsen does well. Gets a bit of pace, gets ahead of Somerville, but it's a really good recovering tackle from Somerville. How are Villa looking right now? It's still been poor. We haven't created anything, so it's hard to even try and be positive. Corner to Villa though. We're going to take it short. Tielemans might swing across, and he doesn't beat the first man. Kept alive by Mings. Cash scoops a cross in, but Fabianski plucks the ball out the sky. And now the whistle has gone. What's happened here? Oh, Anana's out himself. Oh, my life. More injuries than shots on goal. more injuries than shots, bro. And he's offside. So even if he did do something, Anana is offside. Yeah, he lands quite badly, actually. He gets a half shove there from Souček, so he kind of flies in the air a little bit. Haven't got going, and that's, well, the top I like because it's anniversary. The beard's great, mate. The beard is great. Project Keemstar, here we go. You should try and re-sign Luiz because Juventus have made him available. I've heard Newcastle are interested in Douglas Luiz, which is interesting. I'm sure Luiz wouldn't actually mind coming back to Villa, but maybe he would prefer going to a different team. I don't know, to be honest. Chris, that's quite funny. I can't lie. Don't say Maatsen in front of me. You're giving me PTSD. Guys, we've got 67 of you in the TikTok live. Please double tap the screen. Would appreciate that. I'm also live on YouTube as well. In fact, we just got a member. Thank you, Galaxy at AVFC. 3 months membership now. Appreciate you, man. This game has had lots of stoppage. If you want to sum up this game for me, it's been injuries, shit defending. There's nothing else to say, actually. Literally injuries and shit defending. Somerville is now holding his hamstring and is now being taken to the sidelines, so maybe he has to go off. What is going on? Barkley's gone off injured. Fulkrug's gone off injured. Somerville's holding his hamstring. Bailey was holding his head earlier. What is going on? Why are we dropping like flies, man? I don't understand what's going on. 33 minutes gone here. Villa 0, West Ham 1. Thanks for the £2 from Galaxies. He says Olsen has got to go surely. Mate, he's so bad. He's so bad. Thoughts on Huddersfield Town? Too big for League One, but for some reason you've been not that great. I feel like a team like Huddersfield should be like top of the league. I don't know. But you're definitely too big for League One, is what I'll say. I'm guessing you're a Huddersfield fan. You could hate Huddersfield and could be asking me the question. But I follow a Huddersfield fan. Well, I'm kind of friends with a Huddersfield fan. I mean, fourth's not bad, but I think to be successful, you got to be top 2. In fairness, I thought you were lower than that. Have you had a good run? Because I know at one point I knew you were around 10th. Oh, you've had a very good run. Okay, fair enough. I take back what I said. Holy shit. Yeah, I remember at one point, when you lost 4 in a row, I remember where you were then. But you've rebounded very well, so I bite my tongue. And maybe you do finish top 2. But I still stand by what I said. You probably should be not in League One. Olsen has made a save. Oh, round of applause. Olsen has made a save. Woo! Go on, Robin. Oh, we're shit. We're in the trenches. Oh my god, he did fail. Look, let's not raise the bar too high there, Galaxy mate. The shot was saved. He doesn't have to hold on to it. We wanted to just save the shot, you know. Yeah, Trinity says bad backup keeper, mate. Don't get me started. Honestly, are these the players do seem to be made of glass. The injuries for half an hour in a game, and you've had 2 players go off with injury, and another one he's like halfway to injury. Is crazy. This game is dead. I'm off to watch a movie. Enjoy all. No worries, mate. Hopefully Villa come back. Look, you got to support a team through the good, the bad, and the boring. Unfortunately. 15 games unbeaten, though. Like I said, very impressive for Huddersfield. And I hope you keep Birmingham out of promotion. Do Villa a favour, yeah? Keep them down. Somehow. It's probably not going to happen because of the money they've spent, but there's always a miracle, you know, I believe. Lie Detector says, AJ, can you give me some of your tears? I've been given a lot of tears today. I've been given a lot of tears. It's been this stream has been nothing but tears. Bo says, leave the football before the football leaves you. Olsen. Yeah, Olsen, how is he Sweden's best? Can someone tell me this? You've got, how many millions of people live in Sweden? I need to find this out, right? Sweden population. 10.5 million. There is no way. 10.5 million people live in Sweden, and that man's your best. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe he's the best. Emmy's in the ground. I thought he'd at least be resting somewhere nice. He's in a beanie in the stadium. Why rest him then? He's not even like in a family home in Argentina or anything. Jesus, man. Why rest him? Bailey slipped over and hurt himself. I fucking can't today. Bailey slips on it. He slips over on himself. I can't. This club's killing me, bruv. It's killing me. I refuse to believe that, lie detector. Your lie detector's going off, bruv. Beep, boop, beep, boop. There's no way. Alright, Bailey's back on his feet. Please stay there. Yeah, Emmy looks... he does, actually. I'm glad you pointed that out, by the way. He doesn't look too impressed. Sat on the bench. Part of ball in full effect. Mate, we're just shit. We're making them... We are making them look good. This is not West... This is propaganda for West Ham, right? We're making Potterball look good. We are just that bad sometimes, and we've got a donkey in goal. Please, honestly, I want to see you guys like properly. This does not count. We're shocking. This is a training game right now. We're so shit. Rogers back to Mings. Into Konza. West Ham, oh yeah, they've got a new manager, so new manager bounce. And they're bouncing all over us, bruv. Bouncing all over us. Wait, is that Har BCFC? Bro, you are in League One. Politely. You are... You played Burton Albion in a league game. That's all I have to say. I don't have to say anything else. It's great. It's great. You play Burton Albion and Exeter City in a league game. I don't have to say anything else. I've won the argument on the spot. No matter how bad we are, you play Burton. Here comes Rogers for Villa. Gets a cross in, and it's caught by Lucas Fabianski in goal. Also wants to ruin our season. Blues fan, this guys. No, but seriously, do you guys remember? I remember Man United in the was it the Carabao Cup? Emery's second game, I think, in charge. Olsen made like two horrendous mistakes in that game we lose. Olsen costs us against Stevenage as the shot spills through his arm. He's shit, man. He has single-handedly killed so many cup competitions for Villa. Olympiacos Conference League, at home, makes 1 save, concedes 4 goals. He's so bad. You might be right. You know, tinfoil hat, bro. You might be right. Because he's always at the heart of us going out of a competition. Jesus, man. How, I question, how does he play for Sweden? How does he play for Sweden? He's shocking. David Moyes, new manager, breaking news. Well, we'll have to see. I heard rumours of that. We'll see. I would very much doubt it, to be honest. The last I heard was The Guardian, Everton hopeful of it. Oh! Wait, what? When was that? Hang on. David Moyes, Eurofoot on Twitter, 600,000 followers. David Moyes has agreed a deal to become the Everton. Huh? New Everton manager, bruv. What? We got Moyes ball to deal with. Oh, he might not be in charge for Villa, to be fair. Moyes ball. Is it 2010? What's going on? Is Stephen Pienaar gonna rock up? What's going on? Leighton Baines has come out his coffin. What's happening, man? That's mental. That's mental, bruv. Stephen bloody Pienaar, Leighton Baines. Holy shit. Leon Osman. Fucking... Who else can I remember from that era? Sylvan Distan. What's another Barclays Evertonian? Obviously Tim Howard. But I'm thinking of like David Moyes. I'm thinking David Moyes. Who's someone who epitomises David Moyes? Yakubu? Tim Cahill's a great shot. I can't believe that. David Moyes back in charge of Everton. We've actually gone full circle. I was in junior school when he was honestly, I feel a bit younger now. I was actually in junior school the last time David Moyes was manager of Everton, and he's gone back. I was actually like 10 years old. That's unbelievable. I can't believe that. Oh, they love him as well over there. They love him. I was liquid when David Moyes Everton manager. Oh my days. Mate, I was a little child, bro. I was a child. Villa look like winning this, not in your life. I don't think... I'm going to check the stats. Actually, I forgot about the stats. Yo, my YouTube chat, you guys should hold me accountable, man. Because, like, I forgot to show stats all stream. Maybe because you guys don't want to see them, to be honest. Maybe it's like we know how bad we are. We don't need the stats to show it. Villa haven't had a shot, guys. Haven't had a shot. That's why stats have not appeared on bloody screen. We haven't had a shot. We might have one now, though. But the cross is cleared. It was a cross towards Ollie Watkins cleared. West Ham still don't get it away. How has Watkins even remotely got to that? Villa have got a throw in, I think. West Ham made an absolute meal of that. Okay. Right. There we go. I'm trying to... There we go. I'm getting my stats properly on screen. And, oh, man, the player ratings are dire. The player ratings are dismal. What is going on? I changed this. Why is it doing this? These player ratings. Ugh. Dear, oh dear. Phil Jagielka, bruv. Oh, I remember when he smashed it. He stuck it in the stanchion. Was it Anfield for Everton? Corner for Villa, punched away by Fabianski. Kamara stops the West Ham counter, but they might lash it forward again there. Good actual tackling that from Maatsen. He's probably been Villa's best player. That's how bad we've been. Maatsen, with his little bit of play down the left, has probably been our best. I forgot even Ings was playing, but watch Danny Ings score. Reckon the score final. I would like to say we come back in this game. I really would, but we've been so bad. We're coming up to half time in our anniversary game, right? A game that we've had on the calendar for a while, right? An occasion that we've had in the calendar for a while. A kit we have for the game, and we're 1-0 down and haven't had a shot. I'm sick of it, man. We last won a trophy, a proper trophy, in 1996, and we're playing like this. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Yeah, Bedwards, I actually fully agree with you there. Absolutely spot on there. And Maisie says, yeah, Villa don't take... We really don't. We don't take Cup seriously. Defence is shocking. Been shit for weeks. United doesn't take Cup seriously. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Look, I'll keep having a go at Olsen, and I'll try not to. Half of it is a meme. But he is bad. I wouldn't say the goal's his fault. It's more Barkley not tracking back. But he's still bad. He doesn't dive for the shot, so he doesn't help himself. But to not have a shot as well in the game, the whole squad has been shocking. Genuinely, the only positive note for me is Maatsen has played all right. And genuinely seems like our only remote threat. Even Rodgers has been poor. And that's when you know a team's poor. When probably one of our best players this season's had an off game. This rate we're finishing 10th in the Prem or higher. We got no consistency, man. Like we can't defend. We never get clean sheets. I don't know how you can expect. I'm just going to say this, right? I don't know how a team can expect to finish in a Europe. I can't even get my words out because I'm that frustrated. In a European spot, right? Top 6, maybe top 7 if we're lucky. How can we do that? We don't get clean sheets. How? Literally how? We couldn't get a clean sheet against Leicester, who are probably going down. Our clean sheets this season, I think we've only had 2. You can tell me if I'm wrong. In the Premier League, we've had 2, which was Southampton, the worst team in the league by a mile, who are currently sat on 6 points. We got a 1-0 win. And Ten Hag's Man United, which was 0-0. We couldn't even beat them, by the way. That's another topic to go off as well. We cannot keep doing this. We cannot have this horrendous run of conceding goals. Even when we win games, Man City, we were brilliant, right? That's probably our game of the season so far. We controlled that game. We were brilliant. Made them look dismal. We still conceded in that game. Couldn't even have that game. I remember doing a live stream for it. I was saying in the live stream, we're winning 2-0. It's been amazing. They've not really tested Martinez all game. It's been fantastic. And then Phil Foden scores because Digne slips on the ball. The most Villa goal to concede ever. Digne slipping on the ball. And we concede. And it's just been the story of the season. We cannot defend. I don't know where our defending has gone. I don't know how it's got so bad. Forest have been brilliant, but no team should concede 3 goals in 10 minutes. 1 was disallowed, right? And we got lucky it was disallowed because it took like 4 or 5 minutes to decide and it still looked close. We still conceded 3 goals in that time. Oh, God. I don't understand. I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Look, Kaiser, a lot of people say things like, oh yeah, Villa were losing 3-0 to Wigan Athletic in the Championship 5 years ago. I get it. You got to have standards. This is why a lot of Arsenal fans want Arteta sacked, right? You got to have some standards, right? My standards are, I want us to defend. I'm not even asking for a lot here. I want Villa to be able to defend. Get clean sheets more than, like, I want just more than 2 clean sheets. Is that really a lot to ask? I would love to know how many clean sheets Lopetegui got, and he got sacked, by the way. I'd love to know, just to put things into perspective. Now, I love Unai Emery. I think Emery's fantastic, right? I love Unai. But, yeah. I think you mean Konza. I love Ezri Konza. Pau Torres is injured, so I don't know what you're talking about there. In fact, we actually might need to buy a centre-back in the transfer window because Carlos might leave, apparently. That's half-time. That's shocking from Villa. Absolutely shocking from Villa, man. Terrible first half. Did we register a shot? Didn't register a shot, guys. Woo! Yeah! Yeah, didn't register a shot first half. Wow. Amazing. But Kaiser says we shouldn't complain because being a Villa fan's great. Look, we got top 4 last season and it was one of the best times being a fan of this club. I loved it. But this season has been shocking at times. Defensively, look, there has been great moments. Duran's been brilliant this year. I'll give you some positivity, right? Because I keep being negative. So I'll give you some positivity. Duran's been brilliant this year. I think Kamara, despite his injury woes, he's come back, and Kamara always looks amazing. Onana looks like a sensational signing since we got him from Everton. Top player, scored on his debut as well as against West Ham, and has been brilliant. Maatsen, when he has played, has done well. I really like Maatsen. Got us a win against Leicester coming on straight away. And I think Yuri Tielemans has really shone in the absence of Douglas Luiz. My positives kind of trail off there, unfortunately. Because Ollie's had a poor season to his standards. Bailey has had a poor season to anyone's standards. Okay, another positive, Rodgers has done really well. I think Rodgers has really performed in his role. And I'm pleased with how Rodgers has done this year. And has had to play differently. Sometimes he has to play as support to Ollie down the middle. Sometimes he plays out wide. I think Rodgers is out wide today, and yeah. Oh my God. West Ham fans, fair play. I think West Ham have been brilliant. I will say that. It's a bit of it feels like a pseudo win though, because we've got the worst backup keeper in the league in goal. And we have just been terrible. I feel like wins it should only be half a win. When you're playing against Olsen in goal, it shouldn't be classed as a win in my opinion. He's so bad. He has been so bad for Villa. In this game, it probably wasn't his fault we conceded, but he doesn't help himself. He doesn't dive. He didn't even dive. I feel like Emi Martinez would have at least dived at that. Or Dave, or however you want to say the word. I'm still seething, to be honest. Olsen doesn't help himself. And I think because of how bad he has been historically for Villa, it stresses defenders out. It would stress me out. But the new manager bounce is in full swing for West Ham. I think Somerville's been brilliant. I wanted him when he was at Leeds. I think West Ham know how to buy a championship player very well. They did it with Jared Bowen when he was at Hull. Somerville, and yeah, they seem to find a good player in a poorer league. I think they did well in the transfer window. I felt bad for Lopetegui a little bit, but he probably did deserve to go because they were conceding like a shit ton of goals. For like a team on paper, you'd probably say West Ham have like a mid-table team, and they shouldn't be anywhere near relegation. I think Potter will probably drag them away from that. Which, I mean, if you can't, then he's crap, because that team, West Ham's team on paper is brilliant. But we don't help ourselves. We do not help ourselves, man. Dean says Paul Lambert Lambert was dismal. I'm not having that. We lost 8-0 to Chelsea under Paul Lambert. I'm not having any Lambert praise in my chat here. Lambert was dismal at Villa. Never learned his lesson. And some of our worst times at Villa were under his reign. Maybe that's not all his fault. Maybe the ownership of Randy Lerner helped towards that. But Paul Lambert was terrible. Can we not do this? Our keeper is high. No, mate. You can. Oh, like for the corner West Ham had. Olsen comes out for the corner, gets nowhere near the ball. He literally runs out his goal line, but doesn't even try and catch the cross. I think he thinks he can get there, realizes he can't, and then just awkwardly stands out of his goal. And West Ham thankfully blaze it into Rosette. I think it was Paquetá at the shot. I just don't get it, man. Why isn't Joe Gauchi in goal? That's another question as well. Why sign Gauchi? Is an Australian. I think he's an under 21s Australian goalkeeper. Why sign him if you're not going to play him? Why buy it? We spent like $2 million on him. Why play him? Why buy him for? Yeah, send him out on loan. Do something. Yeah, Matthew, we haven't had a shot. Villa have not registered a shot. We've had 65% of the ball. Haven't registered a shot. And like I said, I'll give credit to West Ham. I really do. But it feels like a training session for West Ham with certain players just playing terribly. And we have the worst. Honestly, I think Olsen's worse than Fraser Forster. I would be more confident with Forster in goal than Olsen. I don't think people actually realise how bad he is. Can we have Duran, please? West Ham wouldn't cough up $5 extra million for John Duran. Can we just remember that? As West Ham were, I think, willing to pay 30. Villa wanted 35. And West Ham didn't want to pay it. Now Duran is probably worth easily double that. So you had the moment. You couldn't cough up £5 extra million. Major fumble from West Ham. Major fumble. An extra 5 million is nothing to a lot of boards. They would have just paid that immediately. Which is probably why I understand the plight and the frustration West Ham fans have with current ownership. Because I'd be very sad too. Graham Potter's going to... Why is Potter so disrespected, by the way? Can someone tell me that? Because I think if you have a look at Potter's history, he's literally the reason Brighton are an established Premier League team. He got sacked at Chelsea. I don't even think Chelsea played that bad. In fact, I remember the game that Villa beat Chelsea and he got sacked from, right? Villa beat them 2-0. Chelsea had all the possession, had all the chances. Mudryk missed like 2 or 3 one-on-ones. On another day, they beat us on that day. And yet he got sacked. And I'm like, if you watch the game, they played really well. And I feel like he wasn't given anywhere near the time. And yet they gave loads of time to Pochettino. He was a lot worse for like the majority of his time there. So I don't really understand the hate Potter actually gets. And people saying, I've had loads of people in my chat saying, like, you're losing to a Potter team, right? He's a good manager. I wanted Potter at Villa before we had Unai. When we sacked Gerrard, I wanted Potter at Villa. I literally wanted Potter at Villa. So I really don't get the hate. I really don't understand it. Lie Detector said sell on... Wait, why are people saying sell Onana? Who said sell Onana? Who literally said that? Why are you saying that? He's a good player. Mate, come on, bruv. Onana's been quality at Villa. Nah, I'm not having this. So someone from my YouTube channel, I'll ask my TikTok chat this as well. We signed Onana this. I think Onana's been really good this season. I don't get this. I don't get the sentiment that he's not had a good season. So I'll ask the Villa fans in the TikTok live. Surely you disagree with that, right? Someone has said Onana, we should sell him because he's been good. I think Onana's been pretty good at Villa. You can look, today he's had to come off the bench as well because Barkley got injured. I think he's had a good season. You could say he might be a little bit out of form, but I think he's had a good season. Started very well. I agree with someone else said sell Cash. I think you said sell. He says sell Watkins, Onana, Bailey, Cash, Olsen. Okay, so people are going to disagree with what I say here. I feel like if we got a substantial offer for Ollie, I'd probably consider it. It has to be a substantial amount, but I would consider it. Onana wouldn't sell. Bailey, as of this season, you have to be ruthless in football sometimes. And I feel like if Bailey continues to have a bad season, you probably could sell him. Our squad depth on the wing's terrible, so I'd be more inclined to have him as a squad player rather than like a first 11. I think that'd be my idea first, and just selling him all together. Because right now, I mean, we had Philogene, who we've sold to Ipswich, and we got Bailey, and that's kind of it for out and out wide players. Cash, I just think Cash is just not good enough for Villa. I don't know. I've said this for years. Cash always tries. I'll give him that. He always puts in 100%. But you can't honestly tell me with a straight face that Cash is a Champions League level defender. Because he's not. He just simply isn't. And maybe that means we have to play him out wide more. In the midfield, maybe. But he's not a defender. He's not that level defender for me. I'm sorry. Yeah, Katrina also said, disagree that person. I had a good season. I think Konza's... I don't get the Konza hate. I think Konza's been arguably our best defender this season. I will never understand Konza hate. I'm sorry. Konza at right back is poor, right? Konza in his natural position is very good. And has been very good for... Like, Konza got to the... he got in the England team for a reason, right? Let's not be insane. I've said this before in live streams. We can be reactionary. Maybe I'm not helping as well. Maybe I'm being a little bit reactionary because I'm a bit frustrated and upset with how we played so far today. But I'm not going to say anything like Konza's not a good player. I think Konza has been solid for several years now at Villa. But he's terrible at right back. He's so bad at right back. But that's not his fault because he doesn't play there. That's not, that's... If you take Messi and make him left back, see how Messi defends. One of the best players ever, if not the best player of all time. See how he plays as a left back, right? You take a player out of position, put them in a different one, and they're not going to be as good. Crazy idea, crazy thought. Yeah, Konza at centre back is fantastic. I will never understand Konza hate. I'll never get it. But yeah, hello to the West Ham fans. I had a lot of West Ham fans coming here today, and look, I don't mind. Like, as long as we have like at least a decent conversation here and there, I don't mind that. It's just I hate the mindless your shit, right? Doesn't add anything to the conversation. It does nothing. But if you are a West Ham fan, you are watching live, feel free to hit the follow button if you haven't already, double tap screen, all that good stuff. I'll give West Ham credit. I think West Ham have been by far the better team in this game. I think Somerville has been really good down the right. Someone I wanted at Villa when he was at Leeds. I thought he was a top player. Same with Bowen, actually, when he was at Hull. Another player I wanted Villa to go and buy, which we didn't. And yeah, I mean, I feel for you lot because Fulker's got injured, which is another injury woe alongside Bowen. And I wish West Ham all the best of the season. And yeah, I can't complain with the scoreline. It's just I can complain how shit we've been because we have been very shit. Luke, to be fair, this game's on ITV, so that's helpful. I will say it's very helpful for the the match day, 3 o'clock kickoffs and stuff. This one's literally on ITV, so everyone should have access to it. This guy's also said it's down to Emery, so that makes him liable for our losses. I think you could say whenever any team loses, it's on the manager, but at the end of the day, Emery cannot put the ball in the back of the net for them, and he cannot defend for them. He can set us up in ways to help, and then he has to kind of let the players do what they can. And I think sometimes we're just shit. No matter who, we can have Pep Guardiola in on the touchline. And I still feel like we'd get these performances out of these players. Someone tell Mings Maatsen is on the pitch. And we've barely looked down towards Maatsen. In fact, the only time we've seen anyone take on a player successfully has been Ian Maatsen, and he's barely had the ball. We just focus down the right. And I don't really get it. I don't understand. We should spread the play. We have Rodgers and Maatsen overlapping, and we barely went down the left the whole half. And we wonder why we haven't had a shot on goal. We have to not have a best shot on goal. Crazy. Best blunder on the pitch today is where I start reading my chat. Well, John McGinn's not playing, so you can't nominate. I was going to say McGinn would get the easiest medal there, but unfortunately he's not playing. John Duran is still suffering his suspension, right? Does that carry into the FA Cup? I forget if they changed the rules these days. But as far as I am aware, he's still suspended. I could be fully wrong. They change fucking rules all the time. Yeah, I thought it did, but it's hard to keep up these days. A whole right side is embarrassing, and yet, Gavin, we keep going down it. Yeah, that's great. Woo. Yeah, Luke. Yeah, so growing up, it was that way. I think they changed. I think the rules might have changed, but that's how it was growing up. Obviously, like a red card in a UEFA competition, I think is different. But I think it still carries into regional cup tournaments. 150 years, and we have been given this shit. Yeah. Kufal's coming on for West Ham as a half-time sub. So you've been linked with Greenish. I would not take him back. I wouldn't take Greenish back. Somerville off. I want to say. Wait, is that because he got his? I think that's because his injury. I don't think that's just part of being negative. I think Somerville hurt his hamstring because he was holding it during the game. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that could be another West Ham setback there. Already injuries to Fulkrug, to Bowen, and now potentially Somerville. I mean, they could win today. They're very likely to win this game today, but injuries are not going to make it feel like a win. I mean, losing your top striker and one of your best wingers in the same game is pretty brutal. And when your literal best player is already out, that's kind of cruel. I can't lie. We are underway for the second half. It's Aston Villa 0, West Ham United 1. Thanks to that goal inside the first 10 minutes from Lucas Paquetá. Ah, man. Yeah, I won't sell my car to him now. Knobhead. Why don't English teams take cup competition seriously? Villa not going. Exactly, man. I've been saying this. We last won a major tournament in '96, bruv, and we're still doing this shite. Emi Martinez is in the stadium, sat in a beanie and a coat. Why is he not in between the sticks? Can someone tell me? And he looked miserable when the camera panned to him. Maybe he's cold. I don't know. But like, surely he would prefer to be on the pitch right now. He's always said in interviews he wants to win a trophy at Villa. How is he going to if he doesn't play? Oh, life. Well, Villa have tried to play direct, which is the first time we've done that in the game, in fairness. We do get, I think, a throw-in just by the corner flag, which Matty Cash will take. Can we get a cross into the box, maybe? Kamara. He's got Cash out wide with him still. Poor pass from Kamara. Well intercepted and won back by Onana, though. Bailey into Tielemans. Villa go from right to left, maybe. Mings towards Maatsen. He's got Rodgers short. West Ham, I will say, very structured defensively. Everyone back to help defend. And they're defending in like a unit right now. Kufal with a tackle on Rodgers, but Villa get the loose ball. 2 minutes of the second half. Yeah, I want to see just something different, man. Like, I don't mind going direct. I think sometimes you have to switch it up, man. Like, well, I was going to say it was working in the first half. Nothing worked in the first half. So we need to switch things up. Kamara, cross is deflected. We get another throw in by the same corner flag. At the whole 10, still 1-0 to West Ham. F, is that Hurl 1 says Cash, McGinn, Watkins, Rogers, Emmy are 100% no sell. I don't think Cash is 100% no sell. In the nicest way. Cash is the only one there that I just desperately disagree with. I think Cash, if we want to consistently finish around the top 4, Cash isn't good enough for it. I will never say he doesn't work hard. He always tries and gives 100%. He's just not a fullback. I can't see a world where we consistently get top 4 with Cash at fullback. I'm sorry. And if you can't either, then why is he there? We should be consistently trying to battle for top 4. And yeah, we're probably not going to get it every time. It's hard. Teams spend a lot of money. But that should be the goal. Rogers. What is Rogers doing, man? Rogers had a poor game. A very rare poor game for Morgan Rogers. Still have the ball, though. Kamara. It's been a lot better, though, from Villa second half. Cash into Kamara. But again, we're having to play through West Ham right now. Tielemans. Bailey seems to take it off Cash there a little bit. Kamara. Scoot pass into a Nana. Temporary one back by Kudus. Good flick on, though, by Nana. Oh, pissing El Matson. Ironic applause from the West Ham fans. Matson, I think, goes for a half volley there and completely gets it wrong. He's got that desperately wrong, Matson. That if you want to sum up the game, that's going to count as a shot, by the way. That will count as Villa's first and only shot of the game, and it's nearly hit the corner flag. It's one of those where you don't laugh, you cry, right? That's literally going to be our first shot of the game. Our first and only shot of the game. There it is. It's on the stats. There it is. You can see all the stats on YouTube. We've got it all as an overlay. Oh my god. Our first and only shot is cheered by West Ham fans. Dear Lord. Yeah, we are shit. I will say, look, I'm going to be positive the second half because I think we've actually played all right so far. The bar's low. We've had a shot on goal. Well, not on goal. We've had a shot. I can't even say towards goal. We've had a shot, which is more we did in the first half. There we go. I was trying to not say it in the wrong way. That has to be a foul on Rogers. It is. Kufal with the pullback. Hi, mate. A West Ham fan. I didn't watch the game. How's the game being unbiased? West Ham have been brilliant. I think West Ham have been deservedly ahead in this game. I think Villa have been shocking. We do have a backup keeper in goal who is dismal. Genuinely the worst backup keeper in the entire league. You can go on Twitter and see what Villa fans think about Olsen. It won't take you many comments to read. I'll put it that way. He's shocking. He is genuinely shocking. And defensively, we've just been shocking all season, to be honest. It's just summed us up entirely. We concede a goal because we don't track runners. It's like, it's basics in football. It's midfielders not tracking back. You think Southampton's backup is worse? I don't know, I'm not too sure, man. He's at least up there. Yes, so we've lost our last 6 home FA Cup games in a row. Even last year, when we had a bit of FA Cup delight away at Middlesbrough. Oh my God, I've just seen Olsen rather than... I mean, he does clear the ball there, but bloody hell, it could have gone horribly wrong. So last year we beat Middlesbrough away to then lose to Chelsea at home. Our FA Cup home runs are shocking, man. We are so bad at home. But we haven't... Olivia, you are spot on. We haven't lost yet. But in order to not lose, we need a shot on target, which is something we haven't done yet. Unfortunately. He's got... West Ham have had control of the game, I'd say, so far. Second half has been positive from Villa, but it's still no shot on target. Rodgers. In fact, the only shot we had nearly hit the corner flag. That's much better from Rodgers. Gets away from 2 players and then loses the ball to Souček. So I can't even give him praise for that. He does well to get past 2, but then loses to the 3rd. Give me strength. That's better though. He wins the ball and gets the loose ball. Villa could be on the break. Rodgers with Ollie ahead of him. Oh, well done. Well done defensively from West Ham. Watkins just completely held off that. Rodgers with a good idea towards Ollie, but Mavropanos completely just shoving Ollie out of the game. Really good defending. Man. Why Martin? We've rested a keeper. I don't know why. There's no need. We've just rested him. He's in the game. He's at the stadium. He's in the stands. Bailey does well. Inside the box now. Cuts it back. Rodgers puts it over the whole 10. It's took a bobble as he's got the pass. I think Bailey does really well there. That is some positivity, I will say. Oh, Martinez isn't injured. He's not injured. He has been fully rested. He's not injured. The shot, it does take a bobble as it goes to Rodgers. And to be honest, Morgan can do a lot of things really well. Finishing is not one of them that I don't think it's his best attribute. I don't think it's enough. Bro, he played with a fractured finger. So I don't think it's enough, really. If we wanted him to play, he would have played. Rodgers passes intercepted and Kamara loses the loose ball. Emi fractured his finger away at Chelsea and still played the very next game. So it's one of those where, like, you could say he has a slight injury, but if it would have been, it wouldn't have been enough to stop him from playing if we really wanted him to play, essentially. Kufel goes down for a foul. I think he wanted a yellow card there from Rodgers. I mean, he could have got one. It is a pull. AJ, do you think we even deserve to score? Or I mean, I'd like a chance. Deserve is not a word I would use as of now. We've had a positive second half, but still not enough. Yeah, with Bedwards, we haven't won a trophy in so long, man. It would be nice to at least try. Even I do get what you're saying, but it's so our cup run is painful. Our cup hit 6 home defeats in a row in the FA Cup is just dismal. 6. Oh man, and it's looking like 7 tonight. Dummy says, "Come on, the Hammers." All right, I'm not having Emery slander. If you get a team top 4 that don't normally get top 4, they shouldn't get slander to me. This is why I don't get the Eddie Howe hate. I don't get the Emery hate. I don't understand it. It's just, yeah, it's one of those where people are reactionary. Maatsen flicks it on. Chest down by Tielemans. Maatsen ahead of him. Good tackle there. I think it's Alvarez with the challenge. Wan-Bissaka into Kudus. Wan-Bissaka goes down. And a very late free kick given to West Ham. Arteta hate is a tough one with Arteta because Arsenal should have standards, you know? It's one of those where, like, I kind of understand where, like, Lee Gunnar sometimes comes from when he talks about how, like, Arsenal don't seem to have standards. A team like Arsenal, who are the 3rd most successful team in all of England, have not really acted that way in the last, like, decade. Probably beyond that. You could even go back 20 years, maybe. And Arsenal have just not acted like the 3rd best team in England. So I understand from that point of view. But Aston Villa are not. Yeah, I get a lot of haters for some reason. I don't know why. It makes me laugh, actually. Because these people earn me money. That's what I mean. If you genuinely don't like someone, don't watch what they do, because you're funding them. Your hate funds them. Little tip here. West Ham free kick. Flicked on and away by Cash, but the foul is given on Matty Cash anyway. I get loads of Blues. I tell you what, Blues fans alone have helped support this channel. Mings back to Olsen. 57 on the clock here. Villa 0, West Ham 1. Still that Paquetá goal in the first 10 minutes of the game is the difference. Half an hour to go. And still no shot on target for Aston Villa is a concern. Anana, that's a good ball though, into Cash. Can Villa... Oh, it's slowing it down. I feel like we have to keep up the tempo there. Oh, don't. Oh, we've lost it. Oh, this is why I said we should have just played the early pass. Why? And now it's West Ham on the break. Wan-Bissaka into Kufel. Early cross from Kufel. But it's nowhere near anyone. In fact, it's kept alive at the far post instead by West Ham. The cross was poor. It's one of those where the cross is kind of so bad you can still keep it alive. Where, like, if it was just only a little bit... If it was only, like, slightly poor, it would go out of play. Kufel into Wan-Bissaka. I was going to say good passing West Ham, but then they've given it away, but somehow recovered. How on earth did they still recover that ball? That was an awful ball from Souček. Transfer window's open. I want Villa to use it. We need to utilise the window. Use this as an example. Take this to Villa's board and be like, yeah. So you want Villa to do well. Look how we've been playing. Souček into Kufel. West Ham play out from the back. Well, we're not pressing West Ham. I don't think Tielemans has done brilliantly alongside Ollie Watkins. I think Tielemans is better when he's out wide. But if for this game we've put Rodgers on the left. I prefer Rodgers when he's down the middle, personally. I think he gets involved in the game more. Yeah, if we're not going to press, they're just going to pass around the back like this. So I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Back heel from Kudus into Kufel. They keep it alive with Wan-Bissaka. Good passing from West Ham. Kufel tripped by Maatsen. Free kick. Tom, my friend, you can... I find it funny. You have freedom and free will to say whatever you want, but you just chat your Birmingham nonsense on the channel. You can even say, I'm a Blues fan, and I think this about Aston Villa. As long as like an actual decent opinion that we can communicate, you can say it. It's just, what's the point in saying shit on the Villa like a million times? It gets you nowhere. Here's Tielemans. Pass is poor, and then he slips over. Still manages to get the ball at his feet, which I'll give him credit for, actually, because as he's falling, that's, I imagine, quite difficult. Tyrone Mings. Back to Konza. Into Kamara. West Ham probably will win right now, as things stand. Crazy. Crazy psychic we have in chat here. Tielemans, edge of the box. Villa again trying to slowly work our way through, but we do need to remember we are a goal down. So the longer we take to pick our pass, I mean, we're doing all this when we still haven't registered a shot on target is kind of crazy to me. Maatsen, it's good passing with Rodgers, but it's not a combination inside the box, it's outside. And we go central again. All the ball, but nothing with it. It genuinely feels like a Southampton game. All of the possession, but what have you got? What have you got out of it? But West Ham have defended very tight and compact. Everyone back defending. My friend, you have some history to go and watch. A West Ham fan has just said, "Champions of Europe." You'll never sing that. You might need to go. and brush up some history. Corner to Aston Villa. Cross deflected from Matty Cash. Hits Alvarez. Katrina says we need to do something. Still, Villa have not had a shot on target. They've had 2 shots now. One from Rogers with a half volley over, and the other one from Matson, which I'm not going to talk about. West Ham, in fairness, haven't had a shot this half. So it's... I mean, they did all their work in the first half. I don't think West Ham have been brilliant second half, but I don't think we have either. Corner to Villa, though. In swinger. Header from Watkins. I don't think he catches it very well, though. Okay. It's someone who's rage baiting. W rage bait. Cross and Tielemans deflected. Villa want a handball there from Alvarez. Well, Villa, we're gonna ask for anything, essentially. Tyra Mings has gone over to the referee to get his opinion. I'm gonna watch this again. Is his arm in an outstretched position? Oh, he hits his foot first. It's one you can't give that. It hits his foot first, which I think by letter of the law cannot be given anyway. You're gonna claim for anything, but yeah. W rage bait. See, I'd rather this. At least this has more thought behind it. Corner comes in. Oh, this doesn't even beat the first man. Matson shot. I think that's on target. It's blocked though, but it could be a counter attack with Kudus against Cash, and Matson's there to defend. Oh, that's brilliant from Ian Matson. That's fantastic. Does really well. He's lightning fast. Now Villa could be on the break down the right, but Tielemans messes up the pass. He's had a poor afternoon, really. Or evening, I should say. Kamara's been... I don't think Kamara's been bad. I don't think he's been good either. I think Tielemans had a really poor game. An unusual poor game from Tielemans, in fairness, because I usually state how good he is. But his passing has been quite off today. Still that 62% ball possession, but again, it's like, what have we done with it? Amadou Onana plays the ball out right wide. Well, apparently the Matson shot has not gone down as a shot on target, which is sad, because that could have been a stat-padded shot on target. Onana into Tielemans. Drop deeper then to receive that ball. I want to see Rogers on the ball centrally. That's what I want to see so bad. That's a change I would definitely make right now. Get him involved. I feel like when he's out wide, there's certain games he just doesn't get involved in at all. It's the Villa way, Lewis. It's the Villa way. You don't know Aston Villa very well. How can you support Villa? You never win anything, bro. You lot suffer as fans. It's because I'm not a glory hunter, unlike the majority of the footballing world. You should support... In my... Look, you can disagree. I just think you should support a place that represents you. Chance of Villa. Bailey's shot is deflected. Tielemans. Oh, wide. He wants a deflection for a corner. He's screaming at the officials. And the commentary team also agree. First shot deflects. It does deflect wide. It does deflect wide. Tielemans was correct. It hits the heel of Souček and goes wide. I don't know if that's going in without the deflection, but it definitely hits a West Ham player, so you can understand Tielemans' frustration there. Another thumped long ball forward for West Ham and offside there. On Danny. I forgot Ings was playing. I actually forgot Ings was playing, in all fairness. But yeah, people like Kamel don't understand the footballing world, right? He'll just see like Manchester City do well and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be a Man City fan. Where like Manchester has nothing to do with you. You know? Not using you as an example. I'm just using you well, no, I need to say that again. I'm using you as an example, but you might not. You might actually support your local team. I don't fucking know. But yeah, essentially that's what some fans are like, what a ball that is! Towards Cash. Cross. Watkins' shot deflected into the hands of Fabianski, while Villa going direct there nearly worked. And you know what? That's an incredible pass from, I can't believe I'm saying this, Robin Olsen. Olsen with like a 70-yard pass then towards Cash. And then Cash's cross towards Ollie Watkins is well defended. So I actually give Olsen credit there. That's an unbelievable... Olsen's probably played the best pass of the game, which is really sad to say. Onana does really well to keep the ball for Villa. Kamara, that's better. Bailey for Aston Villa in the box, square. Tielemans shot hits Alvarez on the floor. Alvarez literally throwing his body in front of everything. Maatsen shot, save Fabianski. And that's a shot on target, boys. And Villa have a corner. Come on! That's much better from Villa. Oh, wait, it was a throw-in. It was a throw-in, not a corner. We take it fast. Mings, Maatsen, Rodgers. Onana, edge of the box for Aston Villa. Fabianski nearly spilt that in his own net, by the way. It was not a convincing save from Fabianski, really. Maatsen to Onana. Kamara. Cash down the right. Takes on his man. Gets a deflection. Corner out the hole. Come on, Villa. The crowd's starting to awaken now. West Ham have just not been that great this half. I think we need to capitalise. 20 minutes to go here. Still 1-0 to West Ham. Paris, what do you mean by that? Qualify for what? It's going to be an outswinger for Aston Villa. Come on. Bloody hell, it's taking a while. We have woken up a little bit, but we're taking forever to take this corner, which doesn't help. Corner comes in. It's looping. It's Mings. It's arrived at Onana's feet. That's a slip as a shot. It's deflected, though. Corner to Aston Villa. West Ham fans disagree. I didn't see a deflection in there, to be honest. Who does that hit, then? I actually don't think this deflects of anyone, to be honest. I just thought Onana sliced that wide. Watkins, I don't think so. I think if he might have had one which got a deflection within a yard. But the referee was very, very certain it was a corner to Villa, so we will take it. Corner to Aston Villa. Header from Mings. Taken down. Maatsen! Save off the line! Yeah! Amadou! What a goal! Off the bench for Aston Villa! We are alive in the FA Cup! Come on! What a goal! What a cold celebration from Amadou Onana! And it was Maatsen's shot, which West Ham could not deal with. And Villa are level, deservedly, I would say. The last 10 minutes, we've definitely been on top. But it was not a deflected shot. I will say, look, I'll hold my hands up. It was never a corner in a million years. The shot goes nowhere near a West Ham player, but Villa have scored from it. We will take that. We will take it all day, every day. Fabianski spills the shot in front of goal. Onana's the first to react. Come on, the boys! Oh, you know what? It's actually Souček's fault. I think Fabianski is making a comfortable save, and Souček deflects the ball into his chest. All of this is down to Souček. Well, bad officiating. It's terrible officiating, in fairness. And it's just poor defending from Souček. Oh, man. Wow. Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 1 in the FA Cup. And suddenly the West Ham fans in my comments have gone very quiet. I wonder why. I do wonder why. Amadou Onana scored, mate. Amadou Onana. No VAR is probably the best thing I've ever heard, to be honest. Yeah, well, to be fair, it does. I'm glad you said that, Erica, because we should have got a corner. We should have got a corner earlier with Tielemans' shot. So you are right. So I suppose it does work both ways. that we were given a corner when we shouldn't have had one, and we should have had a corner when the shot deflects wide anyway. Oh my God. How nice is football without VAR, by the way? Nedeljkovic, it's a triple sub actually. Nedeljkovic, Emi Buendia, and I've just missed the final sub for Villa. But it's all Villa, it's Ramsey, and he's on the ball now. Ramsey, Maatsen on the overlap. Here comes Maatsen. Oh, he slips. Oh, he just slips at the wrong time. Oh, that's so frustrating. How many times has players slipped over? I don't know how wet the grass is, but it's been a lot today. It's been a lot of slipping over. Yeah, so much better at VAR. VAR has not helped this sport in any way. I will honestly die on that hill. I think the only thing we need is AI assisted offside and goal line technology. We don't need anything else. The AI offside is a godsend. That's it. I think it's that and goal line technology is the only thing we need. Villa have another corner at the hole. Come on, the boys. The crowd, the atmosphere is building up. And yeah, look, West Ham, where are the West Ham fans gone? I had loads of West Ham fans. Why are they allowed to disappear? But when Villa lose, I have to still stay here and take their banter, right? But they disappear when we score. It's how interesting is that? How interesting is it, eh? Tielemans corner for Villa. In swinger, it's a poor corner, really. Oh, come off it. He's given a foul with Konzo on. I can't believe that. I think that's a really harsh free kick to give away there. Free kick to West Ham with 15 minutes to go here. It is Aston Villa 1, West Ham 1. Goals from Paquetá and Amadou Onana. I think it's fair to say, by the way, Villa were poor in the first half, very poor in the first half. I think we've been a lot better second half. We've had 12 shots, by the way, in the second half. In that flurry of chances we had in 10 minutes, we've now racked up 12. So I'll give Villa some credit. I don't think, ironically, I think it's completely spun the other way. I don't think West Ham have had a shot second half. I'm going to double check this. I don't think they've registered a single one second half. So it's literally been a game of two halves. Yeah, they've not. In fact, they've had 43% of the ball and no shot. So it's a literal game of two halves. And now what? Chance! Yes! It's called Rodgers! Oh my God, he's done it! It's 2-1 to Aston Villa! It's Morgan Rodgers! What a turnaround at Villa Park! Oh my God! Yeah! I only just saw it late. Cross from Watkins. Rodgers stabs it in and he's freezing. It's 2-1 to Aston Villa. What a turnaround this game. What a turnaround. West Ham have been blown away by Aston Villa. How fast was that goal? I was reading chat. We played from Olsen into Tielemans and then the ball into Ollie Watkins. I think there's 5 passes from goalkeeper to goal. What a finish. Morgan Rodgers. What a goal. Come on, we're alive in the FA Cup. Let's go. How shit have West Ham been this half? Fucking hell. They've been shot. Honest, I gave them so much credit first half. How shit have they been second half? Well, I feel for Potter because he's only had one training session with them, but my God, they've been shit this half. It's like, did they remember? I can't get my words out because I'm excited. Did they forget that football's more than 45-minute game? Because I think they might have. They haven't turned up second half at all. I haven't had a shot. 40% of the ball, and like Villa, I've only just gone. Well, we've only developed as the second half has gone on. And the confidence has well and truly gone right through the players now. Oh my God. You're not crying anymore. And the Villa fans are singing, you're not singing anymore. Oh my God. Yeah, West Ham fans, we're giving it the big one with their blowing bubbles and all that. You're not blowing bubbles anymore, bruv. Nedeljkovic for Villa. Oh, that's a heavy touch. Oh, he's going back towards his own goal. It does really good recovery challenge there to get the ball to Konza, but Jesus Christ. Paquetá's now gone down. Oh, brilliant from Ollie Watkins, by the way, which I haven't said that much this season, but it was Watkins cross into Rodgers for the second Villa goal. So I'll give credit where it's due. Ollie did really well there. Good bit of pace, gets himself down the left-hand side, gets the ball into a good position, and Morgan Rodgers has just proved why he's been so good this season for Aston Villa. What a goal. What a goal, and what a second half. What a second half for Villa. AJ, question for you. What was the last game we won with Olsen in goal? Fucking hell. I was going to say Wickham in the cup earlier this year, but it was Gauchi in goal, weren't it, for that, I think? So actually, I've got no idea. I remember Tottenham away last year. No, the year before that, when we beat them 2-0. And I unironically can't remember a time other than that. Villa could be on the break again. Ollie Watkins, square pass into Ramsey. Yeah, off the post. Ramsey strikes the post, bounces out. Watkins. Oh, he doesn't sort his feet out when he gets trapped under his own boot. Jacob Ramsey has just cracked the post. Oh my God. Oh, it just swerves it swerves away from goal rather than towards it, so it bounces out. Oh, what a strike! Full of power. And if you've ever played FIFA, the bar is still reverberating. Whatever the fuck they say. What a strike! He has absolutely thundered that. So unlucky to not see a third goal for Villa. From an American, what is the best boys trip game to go to? The fan experience is insane. Oh, mate, honestly, it's an out-of-body experience sometimes watching football. I'd definitely go to a rivalry game. Whatever team you go to, Matt, I would make sure you go to a derby. Kind of look up, like, if you pick a team or a game to watch, look up the history and try and find like that rivalry game. Maybe like an Arsenal Tottenham. I'm going to be biased and say like Villa Wolves in the Midlands, but you might want to go to London. So there's loads of like London derbies. Arsenal Chelsea is like, I'd say not as good, but in terms of London, to me it's Arsenal Tottenham probably the best there. If West Ham ever play Millwall, probably that. Yeah. In Scotland, obviously Rangers Celtic is unbelievable. There's loads of games to choose from, but I'd definitely go to a rivalry game. I think that's the best for atmosphere. Cross deflected. Onana helps it away. Oh, this doesn't fully clear the ball though. Paquetá keeps it alive. Kufel. Yeah, I'll fully admit, mate, it was never a corner. It was never a corner. But if it was to West Ham, you would take it. You would definitely take it. I would, like someone said in my chat earlier, Erica in my chat earlier today, said that it made a very good point. She said Villa should have had a corner early in the game when Tielemans had a shot. It deflected off Souček and went wide. He weren't given a corner for that. So it does swing. It does swing both ways. Unfortunately for you lot, though, the corner we got obviously wasn't. It shouldn't have been a corner. Oh, that's a mistake at the back. Villa could be in. Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa. Oh, great challenge that is to stop Ollie. It was Kilman who had to stop Villa's attack dead there. What happened here? Oh, Mavropanos slipped over in comical fashion. And I think Rodgers' ball to Watkins wasn't the best there, but Villa do get a corner. You put a tenner in Villa 8-1. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know. Mavropanos, by the way, dove into Rodgers' feet and hurt himself. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Do you think Potter will sort this West Ham team out? I think he's a good manager. He just needs to have time. He just needs to have time. My voice is going, if you can't tell. He just needs to be given the time. I think he's a good manager. I've always rated him. I wanted him at Villa before Unai Emery. So you're not going to get like anything banterous from me. I just think this West Ham team needs picking up a little bit. Yeah, he headed Rodgers' legs. I don't know what he's doing. Mavropanos is an idiot. I don't know what he's doing. I love that from Rodgers, by the way. When he scored, Rodgers ran straight to Ollie and pointed at him and celebrated with him because he knew that obviously Ollie worked very hard for his goal. So absolutely love that from Rodgers. Going straight to the man who I think does need a bit of confidence right now. And to celebrate, like, I scored this because of you, essentially. I love that. Guys, I appreciate all your support on TikTok and YouTube. I've got 72 of you live on the TikTok. If you haven't already, please double tap the screen. I'm live, like I said, on both platforms. AJSTV. Feel free to give me a follow. Maybe you're not a Villa fan, but maybe you've enjoyed the live stream. Maybe it's been a bit of fun. I did a lot of crying in the first half. So maybe you enjoyed that. Not many Villa fans on this platform. So, yeah, I think I follow someone from, I swear to God, I think I follow someone from every team, essentially. I've got a Huddersfield fan that I follow. I've got a Cardiff fan I follow. I've got a Crystal Palace fan that I'm sure a lot of you follow. Obviously, your usual Big Six, all that stuff. But there's not many Villa on here, so if you haven't, maybe think about it. Oh, very nice potato peeler. I hope you've enjoyed today. Buendia goal will seal it. I hope. Oh man, it's Ramsey inches away from sealing it with a shot off the post. Lovely strike. Sky says, my first time enjoying the coverage. Thank you, Sky. Appreciate that. And he said, oh wait, you asked the question, innit? About the Graham Potter situation. I still think my unpopular opinion is Potter didn't even do that bad at Chelsea. I felt his time was difficult and they didn't give him enough time, ironically. I think they gave a lot of it to Pochettino to make up for that fact. They got worse under Lampard. And I felt like the games that they were losing with Potter that is ones where they would miss a lot of big chances. It just felt like not a lot was going for them. And maybe a bit of patience would have helped out. But, I think it's an unpopular opinion, unfortunately. Erica says she'd love Watkins to score. I think a lot of Villa fans would right now. West Ham should have got Big Sam. Oh, I remember Big Sam always getting a job in the bottom three. He used to have that incredible record of keeping teams up. He'd never get relegated. I think he got relegated at West Brom. It's like the first time. And I think since then he's not been called upon too many times. And obviously the England situation probably didn't help too much, did it? Corner to Villa. Tielemans. Flick on header. Caught by Fabianski. It's another good save. It's another shot on target. I did joke during the game. We didn't have a shot on target for a long time. I think we've now got 6. So it's been a very good second half for Aston Villa. Awkward, bad pass, though, for West Ham again. Ramsey picks up the loose ball. Ball into Tielemans. West Ham have been dire second half. I'm going to make a video as well after today just talking about the game. And I'll give West Ham credit for the first 45 minutes. I think they've been shocking second half. Genuinely shocking. And I know Potter's only had like one training session with them. I'm sure he'll nail that point in as well. That you literally did so well first half. What happened second half? Because the team I put out second half didn't come back out. It's like they substituted their players for academy players second half. It's honestly, the difference is astonishing. Very bizarre. We have 4 minutes to go in this game. It's Aston Villa 2, West Ham United 1. A complete turnaround for Villa, with Paquetá putting West Ham in front inside the first 8 minutes. An equaliser then came through Amadou Onana as Fabianski spilt the ball. And then a second goal, I think only a couple of minutes after we got the equaliser, by Morgan Rogers to put Villa 2-1 up. And probably deservingly so. I think we've been really good second half. And this is what I mean, right? Some people in my chat, you can scroll, right? You can fully scroll on TikTok and you'll see some people saying, oh, is Emery overrated? Oh, Villa fell off. People need to not be reactionary. Look, in the space of the game, Villa went from being dismal to playing brilliantly. That can happen when you have a world-class manager. Matson's pass, though, is shocking. He slips over. For fuck's sake. Villa had the chance to hurt West Ham, then we lose the ball. Wan-Bissaka for West Ham. Cross towards Ings, who I tell you what as well, it hurts me to say because I like Danny Ings at Villa. Ings, I don't think, has barely touched the ball up front for West Ham today. He came on for Fulkrug. He got injured. Maybe he's had a bit of the graveyard shift because West Ham haven't created too many chances since he's come on. But I've genuinely forgot he's been playing. And it's sad to see because I do actually rate Danny Ings. I think there is a good player in there. He proved it at Southampton. but it's clearly not worked up very well at West Ham, I'll say that. I wish Villa could play for 90 minutes. We don't seem to play like a 90... We're not a 90-minute team, are we, unfortunately? I think that, again, you can... I did rant earlier about the fact we don't get clean sheets. I think a lot of it is on that, unfortunately. A lot of it is on that. We don't play the full 90, I swear. Look at the age differences of both squads' injury. That didn't seem to matter first half, mate. According to West Ham fans, that didn't seem to matter. And, you know, people were telling me all this about West Ham and stuff. And look, like I said, I gave West Ham the credit they deserve first half, but suddenly that wasn't on the agenda. People were just talking about how good West Ham are and how good Potterball is. And now, conveniently, I'm getting a look at the injuries and stuff. Well, we've got our best player arguably suspended in John Duran. If you want to go there, we go there. Pau Torres, one of our best defenders, out injured. It's not all sunshine and daisies, roses at Aston Villa, I tell you now. We don't even have Olsen. We have the worst backup keeper in the league in goal. We're missing our captain. I could carry on, bruv. I could carry on. You take a captain out and you take your best goal scorer out and you take your World Cup winning keeper out. Chance of Villa, Nedeljkovic cross is pretty poor, to be honest. And then a desperate slide, I don't think needed to happen there, but Villa still keep the ball regardless. Onana. What a game Onana has had. So a Villa fan in my chat earlier today said they wanted to sell Onana. How good has Onana been? Onana's been fantastic today. Off the bench as well. Game he didn't have time to really prepare for. He was shoved straight in due to an injury to Barkley. I mean, Onana's been brilliant. Probably my man of the match today, to be honest. A lot of people will say things like, "Oh, yeah, let's give it to Ollie or Morgan because they got the goals." But Onana, he did score, didn't he? I was going to give it to Onana regardless of the goal. The goal's a tap-in. It wasn't especially special, but I thought he's done really well in midfield. I thought we were losing the midfield battle before he was on. And after, especially in the second half, I think we started to win that midfield battle. A lot of it down to him. So I've been very impressed with Onana. Let me know who you guys think is man of the match today. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I like Obama. Oh dear. Poor misplaced pass for Villa, but West Ham cannot direct it towards the right-hand side there, and they lose the ball. I think missing Somerville as well has hurt West Ham second half. I thought Somerville was really good first half, and Tielemans doesn't get control of the ball as well. 6 minutes of added time shown. Matsson's a good shout. I think Matsson's done very well today. I thought even in a terrible first half, I thought Maatsen had a good game. So I think that's a decent shout. In fairness. Wan-Bissaka for West Ham. Oh, that's a horrendous touch. Is Wan-Bissaka wearing Timberlands? That's the question, because that's cannoned off his boot. Kufel. Back to Wan-Bissaka once more. Into Kudus. Into Wan-Bissaka on the byline. Cross, right-footed. Flick on header. What a block. Rodgers. What a challenge. From goal scorer to goal saver. Danny Ings at the back post. Probably wonders how he's not crept that in, to be honest. Really good challenge from Morgan Rodgers. Souček flicked it on. Nedeljkovic tries to cover the near post, but what a block, man. What a block, Rodgers. What's your dream signing this month from Transfer Market? That is a good question. A lot of people are saying they really want to get Malen. I'm personally not... I don't want to be negative. I'm just worried. I'm worried about Daniel Malen, unfortunately. Because of how I'm seeing Borussia Dortmund's fans celebrate the fact we might buy him. I could say loads of unrealistic ones, but I do think we need a fullback. And I don't know if we're going to buy one or a team's going to let go of one. One they need anyway in the January transfer window. I don't think this window is usually that great because you have to overpay for a player because teams don't want to let go of players they want. I'm not really giving you much of an answer, unfortunately. I'm really trying to think. I wouldn't mind. I suppose I wouldn't mind Malen as long as it's a good price. If we overpay for Malen, I'll be frustrated. Oliver Scholes has been given the Man of the Match award for West Ham. To be fair, a very young defender came off at 1-0, so it's not his fault they've lost today. Kieran Lee, is that the heart me? I forget what that's called, to be honest. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate the donations on TikTok. You guys are amazing as always. West Ham should have got Moyes, but it's never a good sign. Other fans want. It isn't really. That's the worry. Although some people have been telling me that Dortmund fans are like that. But if you go on Twitter and you look at Dortmund fans' opinions on Malin going, it's not super positive. Yeah. That's all I will say. I just want Villa to spend well. We've got, we have to understand and live with PSR. And I love Maatsen. Just Maatsen, for the price tag, hasn't played as often as you would probably want someone to play, considering how much we paid for him. And I don't think Cash, Nedeljkovic, or Bogard are quite good enough for us to consistently finish top 4. Oh, West Ham chance on the break. Kudus. What a pass that is. Huge chance for West Ham to equalise. Good block, Nedeljkovic. That's not age, but I've just said Nedeljkovic is not good enough. And then he's just made an incredible block here to deny West Ham. I mean, you could argue you should do better there on the attack for West Ham United, but it's really good defending from a Villa point of view. Oh dear. Corner to West Ham. 2 minutes to go here. I'll ask you the question because, your transfer market, you probably have more information than me. Who do you reckon Villa should sign? I'd love to know, actually. Who do you think? Leo Silveira with the 1 rose. Thank you very much for that. Murad says we need defenders. I think Dortmund, with the goals they concede, probably do need defenders. Just missed this, by the way. Olsen spilt the cross, and Danny Ings. That was not vintage Danny Ings, unfortunately, for West Ham, as it goes well over the North Stand. And Graham Potter winces in his reaction. Villa fans singing, "You've seen the Villa, now fuck off home." We got official transfer market account here before GTA 6. Long ball from Olsen. Rodgers does a decent attempt there to keep that in play. Unfortunately, it does go out. We have 40 seconds of the 6 added time to go. Villa 2, West Ham United 1. Nedeljkovic does well there, but Onana makes sure with the tackle, and that might be enough. If people saying it, is Ings past it? I think the shot, I don't have to say any words. I think that shot answers the question, unfortunately. Long throw for Nedeljkovic towards Rodgers. Header away by Souček. Bit of head tennis here for Villa. Oh, good pass towards Ramsey. That one's slightly overhit, unfortunately. And that, I was going to say it could be full time, but the referee is going to allow Kudus until he handles the ball. Kudus nearly catches that like an NFL player. Is that going to be full time? Yeah! Aston Villa have won an FA Cup home game. That is not clickbait. It is not a lie. Villa, for the first time in 6 attempts, have won a home FA Cup game. Tears in my eyes, we've done it. We have actually gone and done it. Oh my God. It was touch and go. If you asked me at half time, did we do that? Are we going to do that? I would be very hesitant to give you an answer, to be honest. We were dismal that first half. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. No shot registered at all first half. 60% of the ball, nothing with it. Second half, a completely different Villa team came out, and I'm very, very happy. Morgan Rodgers, ice cold with the finish, as well as Onana, the substitute, got us level as he reacted to Fabianski's spill. I think Villa, overall, it was a game of two. I hate when people say it, but it was a game of 2 hours. It literally was, because West Ham were dismal second half. and I thought Villa took full advantage of that. I will be making a quick video on TikTok as well to give my full thoughts to. But that is a great performance from Aston Villa, and I can't believe we won an FA Cup game. Tears in my eyes. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you again very soon. Up